You slept 8 hours last night, maybe even 9. And yet, you woke up feeling like you hadn't slept at all. Your body is heavy. Your mind is slow. You need 3 minutes just to feel ready to get out of bed. Sound familiar? Here's what nobody tells you. Fatigue is almost never about sleep. Sure, if you're only getting 5 hours a night, yes, sleep more. That part is obvious. But millions of people are sleeping enough, doing everything right, and still dragging themselves through every single day like they're running on empty. And the reason why? It's hiding somewhere most people never think to look. Today, we're going to change that. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what your body is trying to tell you and why you've been feeling this way for so long without a real answer. If this is the first time you're here, subscribe right now. We talk about real health in a way that actually makes sense. Sleep restores your body, but it cannot fix what your body is missing. And right now, there's a very good chance your body is missing something critical, something small enough that you'd never notice it in a blood test. You've never taken, but powerful enough to steal your energy every single day. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most cases of chronic fatigue, that bone-deep tiredness that just won't go away, are caused by deficiencies. Not deficiencies. Not disorders. Just things your body desperately needs and isn't getting enough of, and the scary part. Most people live with these deficiencies for years. They adapt to feeling bad. They start believing that being tired is just who they are. That it's stress, that it's age, that it's normal, it's not normal. And you're about to find out why. Let's start with the one that affects more people than almost any other deficiency on the planet, and most of them have no idea. Vitamin D, you've probably heard of it. You might even take it occasionally. But here's what you probably don't know. Studies estimate that over 1 billion people worldwide are deficient in vitamin D. 1 billion, and the symptoms. They don't scream at you. They whisper, slowly, over months, over years. You feel tired for no reason. You feel a little sad, a little unmotivated, without being able to explain why. Your muscles feel weak even though you haven't done anything physically demanding. You get sick more often than you used to. And you just feel off, like something is slightly wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. Here's why this happens. Vitamin D isn't really a vitamin. It functions more like a hormone. And it's involved in hundreds of processes inside your body: energy production, immune function, mood regulation, muscle strength. When your levels are low, all of those systems start running below their potential. It's like trying to run a factory at 60% power. Everything still works, just slower, weaker, and with a lot more effort. And here's the part that surprises most people. You can't get enough vitamin D from food alone. The main source is sunlight. Your skin produces it when exposed to UV rays. But if you work indoors, live in a place with long winters, wear sunscreen every day, or simply don't spend much time outside, your body may be running dangerously low without you ever realizing it. Think about that for a second. The energy source your body needs might literally be outside your window, and you've been avoiding it. A simple blood test can confirm your levels. And in many cases, just correcting a vitamin D deficiency changes everything. People describe it as a fog lifting, energy returning, mood stabilizing. It sounds dramatic until you understand how deeply this one nutrient affects everything else. B12 is responsible for something absolutely essential: keeping your nervous system healthy and helping your body produce red blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen. Oxygen fuels every single cell in your body. So when B12 is low, your cells are literally suffocating in slow motion. The symptoms come on gradually. First comes the fatigue, that familiar heaviness you can't shake. Then comes the brain fog. You forget words mid-sentence. You walk into a room and forget why you're there. You read the same paragraph 3 times and still don't absorb it. Concentration feels like trying to grab smoke with your hands. Some people also experience tingling or numbness in their hands and feet. Others feel irritable, anxious, or strangely emotional without a clear reason. And because these symptoms build slowly over time, most people dismiss them. They blame stress. They blame age. They blame a bad week. Here's who is most at risk, and this might surprise you. Vegetarians and vegans are at very high risk, because B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products. Meat, fish, eggs, dairy. If you don't eat those regularly, you need to supplement. No debate there. But here's the part people don't expect. Even people who eat meat can be B12 deficient. Because B12 absorption depends on something produced in your stomach called intrinsic factor. If your gut health is compromised, which is more common than you'd think, your body can eat plenty of B12 and still fail to absorb it properly. This is why so many people take B12 supplements in pill form and see no results. The absorption still goes through a broken system. Sublingual forms, drops or tablets that dissolve under your tongue, bypass the gut entirely, and often work much better. If you've been feeling mentally slow, emotionally flat, and physically drained all at once, B12 is one of the first things worth checking. Not guessing, checking. Because iron deficiency is wildly misunderstood, and the way it drains your energy is more interesting than most people realize. Iron has one primary job, helping your red blood cells carry oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your body. Every organ, every muscle, every single cell, they all depend on that oxygen delivery. When iron is low, the delivery system breaks down. And what happens when your muscles and organs don't get enough oxygen? You feel exhausted doing things that should be easy. Climbing a flight of stairs feels like climbing a mountain. Standing up too fast makes you dizzy. You feel breathless after mild physical activity. Your heart sometimes races for no obvious reason. And the fatigue is different from regular tiredness. It's a deep, physical heaviness that doesn't go away with rest. Here's what makes iron deficiency particularly tricky. You can be iron deficient without being fully anemic. Standard blood panels often only check for anemia. But your ferritin levels, which measure your iron stores, can be dangerously low while your basic results look normal. Millions of people are told their blood work is fine and sent home still exhausted. Because nobody checked the right number. Women are especially vulnerable, particularly during menstruation, pregnancy, or the postpartum period. But men and older adults can absolutely be deficient too, especially with a poor diet or gut absorption issues. The fix is straightforward once you know the problem exists. But you have to know to look for it first. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. 300. It plays a role in energy production, muscle function, nerve signaling, blood sugar regulation, and, crucially, sleep quality. When magnesium is low, your body's ability to relax at a deep level is compromised. And that's you go with. You sleep your 8 hours, but your body never fully recovers. You wake up feeling unrested. You drag through the day, consuming caffeine to survive, which further depletes your magnesium. And then you do it all over again tomorrow. Think of magnesium as the off switch your body needs. Without it, your nervous system stays slightly turned on all night. Your muscles stay slightly tense. Your brain never fully powers down. You're asleep, but you're not truly resting. And here's the thing about magnesium deficiency. Modern life almost guarantees it. Processed food is stripped of magnesium. High stress depletes your stores rapidly. Alcohol flushes it out. Even drinking a lot of coffee drains it. Most people in developed countries are consuming well below the recommended daily amount, and they have no idea. Dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are great sources. But if your diet is mostly processed food, which is the reality for the majority of people, you are almost certainly not getting enough. Your body cycles through different stages throughout the night: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Each stage does something different. Deep sleep is when physical restoration happens. REM sleep is when your brain consolidates memories, processes emotions, and resets itself. If something is disrupting those cycles, stress hormones, an irregular schedule, alcohol before bed, a room that's too warm, or a condition like sleep apnea, you're cycling through sleep incorrectly. You log the hours, but you miss the stages that actually do the work. Sleep apnea is worth mentioning specifically because it's dramatically underdiagnosed. It causes you to stop breathing briefly and repeatedly throughout the night, pulling you out of deep sleep without you ever waking up consciously. People with sleep apnea often have no idea they have it. They just know they're always tired, always foggy, always struggling, even after a full night in bed. If you snore, if you wake up with headaches, if your partner says you stop breathing during sleep, get tested. This is not a small thing. Let's talk about what your body has been trying to tell you. There's a section I want you to pay close attention to, because this is where everything becomes personal. These are the warning signs your body sends when something is wrong. And most people have been ignoring them for so long, they no longer even register as warning signs. They just feel like life. Waking up tired, even after a full night of sleep. Needing caffeine to function before noon. Hitting a wall of exhaustion in the early afternoon with no explanation. Struggling to concentrate for more than 20 or 30 minutes at a time. Feeling emotionally flat, not quite sad, not quite happy, just numb. Getting irritated easily over small things. Feeling physically weak during activities that used to feel effortless. Catching colds or infections more frequently than you used to. Craving sugar constantly, especially in the afternoon. Losing motivation for things you used to enjoy. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to not one or two really count. Because if you identified with 3 or more of those consistently, your body is not being dramatic. It is sending you a signal. And signals exist for a reason. This is your body's way of saying, something is off and I need help. I want you to pause everything and just be honest with yourself. No diagnosis, no pressure. Just a quiet moment of self-awareness. Ask yourself these questions as I read them. And really sit with the answers. In the morning, do you wake up feeling genuinely rested? Or do you immediately wish you could go back to sleep? During the day, does your energy feel stable and consistent? Or does it crash and spike unpredictably? When you try to focus on something important, does your mind feel clear? Or does it feel like you're thinking through wet concrete? Do you feel motivated to do things you love? Or does everything feel like too much effort lately? Do you spend most of your time indoors, eating mostly processed or convenience food, rarely seeing direct sunlight? If your honest answers lean toward the second option in most of those questions, you are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are depleted. And there is a profound difference between those two things. Laziness is a choice. Depletion is a physiological state. And you cannot willpower your way out of a deficiency. You cannot motivate yourself past a nervous system that has no magnesium to power down at night. You cannot push through fatigue caused by cells that are not getting enough oxygen because your iron stores are empty. That's not a mindset problem. That's a biology problem. And biology responds to information, not inspiration. This is why so many people feel guilty about their tiredness. They think they should exercise more, drink more coffee, be stronger, but they're already trying. They've been trying for months, sometimes years, and nothing changes because they've been treating the wrong thing. The exhaustion is not the problem. The exhaustion is the message. The 5 things we talked about today: vitamin D, vitamin B12, iron, magnesium, or rare. They are among the most common, most correctable, and most overlooked causes of chronic tiredness in the world. And the reason most people never address them is simply because nobody ever explained the connection clearly enough. Now you have that connection. The next step is not complicated. Talk to a doctor. Ask specifically about vitamin levels, B12, ferritin, and just magnesium. Those 4 numbers, combined with an honest look at your sleep quality, can tell you more about your energy than years of guessing ever could. Using good not hustokai. Just functional actually good, clear head energized present, that is not a luxury. That is what a healthy body feels like, and it's available to you once you start addressing the real causes instead of masking the symptoms. Your body has been sending you messages for a long time. Today, you finally started listening. And before you go, leave a comment below telling me, how many of those warning signs did you recognize in yourself? Be honest. You'd be surprised how many people in this community are going through the exact same thing. And if this video helped you see your fatigue differently, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this content when they need it most. And now, don't stop here. The video showing up on your voice you watch it next. I promise it's worth your time.